Doing King Ding back here, and the NHL has just shut down. That is official now. It is all shutting down. Shut it down. Shut it down. What's going on, everybody? Frank, what's up, buddy? It's going to get better. Just needs time. Everyone to relax. Follow your advice, your own. That's right. That's it. What's up, Andrew? Here he comes. There we go. I figured I'd come talk to you guys today because the coronavirus is just all they're talking about. It's everywhere, right? And that's all we're going to hear about. NBA suspended, NHL suspended. I'm sure the NCAA tournament will be suspended. I'm waiting for the schools to close down because that's going to be suspended. Everything's going to be suspended. But the one thing we got, NFL free agency will go on, because how hard is it to negotiate a contract over the phone? You know what I mean? So the NFL free agency is the only game in town. What is going on, everybody? No Flyers, Tyler. Philly, what you doing home, man? I'm home all week. I get to work at home. Brandon, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a long time. Army, what's up? Man of God, my man, what's up? Worldwide West. Philly 5, shout out to Worldwide West. Everybody, if you haven't, go sub him up. Great video maker, great content creator. Also, there's another content creator I want to shout out. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something outside. 444 Philly fan. Check him out. I put his link in my description. Go sub him up too. Your beard is just as long as mine. Yeah, my beard's gonna have to go. My wife, she's gonna kick my ass. I Shine, what's up, man? You work at home too? I'm on OWCP, Federal Work Comp. Awesome. What's up, Mark? Spank, what's up? What is going on, everybody? Daniel, what's up? Still no shaving, bro. The wife didn't skin you. Not yet. Philadelphia fan 789. What's up, buddy? People recovering from it. They recovering from it. Man, what's up, Philly? I drank too many Coronas. Now I have the virus. Now you have the virus. Shit. What's up, rivals? What's going on? We got free agency. Free agency is going to keep going. Although we are not sending our scouts to pro days and stuff. Oh, it's not beer. I got root beer. No sugar. What are you going to do? It's actually pretty good. What's up with the 21st pick? It's going to be a trade up for Henry Ruggs. We need to draft Ruggs. I'm convinced of it. You know, shout out to Vach Lombardi. I watched, he did a video I sent to LB earlier today on Henry Ruggs. Go check out his all 22 on him. It was really good. Jason, what's up, buddy? T. Higgins just ran a 4.45. What do you think about him now? That's much better. Hit my guy. What's up, Philly Eagles Fly? What's up, buddy? How do you feel about TK? It's 4.340 time? Yeah, it's 4.340 time. I draft him. What if the Eagles get T. Higgins and Jefferson? I don't think that'll happen. Do you think the coronavirus will affect next football season? You never know. I don't think it will, though, because I think pretty much it'll die out. I think it'll die out by summer, to be honest with you. What are you going to do if they suspend the NFL? Are you going to change your content? Well, we could go straight conspiracies, but I don't know if a lot of you are going to like that. But believe me, this coronavirus, a lot of conspiracies about it. But I don't think it's going to affect the NFL. Your beard's long. Yeah, it's going to go soon. Yeah, I'm sure the NBA players are going to get paid. I'll take Higgins over Jefferson. Higgins' route running is amazing. I just worry about his speed. I got to go see that he ran a 4.3 before I believe that. Will the MLB be able to start the season? I think it's going to start late. The NHL suspended their season, Joshua. Yeah. So that sucks, man. I was so looking forward to streaming some whatchamacallit. Clowney got it, though? I don't know. Make a conspiracy video on the virus? That would probably piss off. I might get kicked off YouTube if I do that. Trade back and take Denzel Mims? That's a possibility, yeah. Justin Jefferson's another Jordan Matthews. Well, he's faster than Jordan Matthews. He's a lot faster than him. 500. Yo, I'm good, man. How are you? How fast would T. Higgins run if the police are chasing him? I don't know, Andrew. How fast do you run if the police are chasing you? Because I'm running fast. I'm probably running a 4.25. I don't even know what anime is. What are you gonna do with no sports? Well, we got free agency coming, so we got the NFL. Yeah, video on Twitter, he looked good, like he can consistently ride that speed. I need to watch it, Living Dreams, but that's a good sign. No, I don't think the MLB will get canceled. Can't wait till you and LB finish your draft board. Yeah, I can't wait to get with him and talk about it. You know what I mean? He ran a 4.43, but unofficial. That's pretty good for him. That's Jefferson's speed. I think Jefferson ran that too. So we got 86 people in here. Please like, please subscribe if you're new. Let's get them likes up, though. We got to get them likes up. Why is there a 21 and trade up in a second for a corner? Yeah, I would possibly do that. I'm going wide receiver in the first round. I'll tell you that right now. All we have is Major League Soccer. No, I think soccer canceled their season 2 today, didn't they? Who's from Arkansas? Philadelphia Fans 789. I don't know who you're talking about. If we don't draft Ruggs, what wide receiver you want? Well, if I can't get Ruggs or one of the top 3 guys like Lamb or Judy, then my next guy's probably Jefferson and then Mims. And then possibly if I need to see more of Higgins. I got to see more of Higgins. If Higgins really ran a 4.43 and he looks that fast and fluid, then you got to put him up there. Avery, you say, the NBA, NHL, MLB have been suspended indefinitely, and Major League Soccer has been suspended for 30 days. Okay, so MLB's been suspended too? But MLB's not got worst case of empty stadiums. Yeah. Am I a Phillies fan? I am a Phillies fan, yes. Mark Holmes says the draft is canceled. The draft's not going to get canceled. Here's what they're going to do. The draft will take place. They just won't have an audience. You remember back in the days, like in the 80s and stuff like that, they didn't have people at the draft. It was just all people, officials and stuff like that. They're just not going to have people show up. They're not going to have an audience, and they'll do it like that. The Eagles close facilities. Yeah, they're going to close, but that doesn't mean you can't do free agency. What I read, Schefter said, the NFL will start as planned. The off-season, the new season will start as planned. Rager or Jefferson? Jefferson. Philly Fanatic, what's up? What's up, Philly? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, me, with coronavirus, personally, I don't sweat it. I don't sweat it. If I'm going to get it, which probably happened, the hell with it. I'll get it. I ain't worried about it. It ain't gonna affect me. I don't have any underlying conditions, and I don't have. And I'm 44 years old. I'm young. I'm beautiful. Ain't worried about it. The panic is worse than the actual thing. The way people are acting, the way people are going to stores, buying everything up, that is way worse to me than anything else. That said, I just wish they would cancel schools already and get it all over with. Let's just get it over with. Hitman Sticks, please like and subscribe to my brother Philly 500. If you haven't already, dig Fly Eagles Fly. Thank you, Hitman Sticks. Appreciate that. I don't look 45. 44. I ain't 45 yet. Did I say 45? I'm getting old. Plus, 100-year-old recovers it. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, the older people, like I worry about my parents. I worry about them. I feel the same way. I'm not going to live my life. I'm not either, man. I'm not either. I take my little Philly 500 immunity blend, which people get mad at me for putting on there, but I don't care because that's what I do. And the hell with it. I trust God. If it's my time, hell, it's my time. I suck at man. Yo, bro, please read my last comment. Okay. If I can find it, just type it in. Because I'm missing people here. It's going kind of quick. I'm out of practice. Philly, your kids out of school yet? No, they're still in school. Everything has been going on as usual. I wish they would hurry up and close it, though. Just get it over with. Let's get it over with. What do you think about Nate Sudfeld? You made a video saying get Marcus Mariota. Well, what I heard, Connor, was that basically the Eagles have lost favor with Sudfeld. They weren't happy with him, and they weren't going to bring him back. That's why I didn't mention him in my video. What happens if it only affects Cowboys fans? Could. You look like you have it. I do? Eagles shut down their training facility. They shut down. They're going to shut down their training facilities. They're not going to send their guys to pro day. But free agency should still take place on schedule. The draft is still going to take place because they're just not going to have a crowd. And then you're going to have, probably tapes of pro days and stuff like that. I think it's good because sometimes these scouts, they look at a guy at pro day and they get so enamored. Go back and watch a little more tape. Hey, Phil, you should do a Madden stream. Maybe. Resign Jenkins or Hill. I'm sorry, Jenkins. I go to University of North Florida, and us along with other schools, states are getting shut down. Yeah, I know that they're shutting down colleges, but for some reason they're not middle school and high school. Read up coronavirus. People need to stop spreading the panic, including most of the media. Oh, the media is, believe me. Donovan Mitchell has been tested positive for the coronavirus due to Rudy Gobert being irresponsible and touching teammates' belongings. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, look, I don't sweat it, but I wash my hands. I take my vitamins. The best way to fight it is wash your hands and get your immunity up. What's up, Dwayne? How are you? CDC website's just read up on it. Yeah, I mean, really, it is. Connor, thank you, man. Zach was positive. Who, Philly fan? Hey, Philly fan. What's up, Philly fan 2003? I'm going to Disney with my kid. Should I still go Philly? Let me know. When are you going? Nell, when are you going? When are you supposed to go? China released the corona to clear out. Project Ghost. Look, it's not. You mean the Hong Kong riots? I don't know. Here's what I'll tell you. I don't believe it came from meat market that somebody bit the head off of a bat. It's not bullshit. This is the 23rd. The 23rd this month. You might have to cancel. And I hate to say that, but I mean, maybe nobody will be there. You'll be the only one. And you won't have any lines. But you're probably going to have to cancel. Just the way things are looking. I mean, I hate to say that, but Philly 500, you know how this virus was predicted by prophetic prophecy 50 years ago? No, Brandon. Who predicted this? Tell me about it. Isaac, what up? What about the Sixers? Sixers, they're on a break, man. Best thing to ever happen to Sixers. This is the best, the break they needed. You're going to get Ben Simmons. He's out another 3 weeks. He's not going to have to worry about it. He's going to be healthy. Maybe we get Joel Embiid. They just start the playoffs. He's going to be healthy. It's a break. It was a book by Dave Coots in 1981. What was? Oh, well, yeah. I do know that there was a book in 1981 talking about the Wuhan virus. A Wuhan virus being released. I do know that. But I didn't know it was prophetic. Are you going to double moonwalk the virus ass? I'm double moonwalking that, triple moonwalk that ass. JJ, Wentz has been hurt for the 6th year in a row. The contact. What are you talking about? Yeah, don't delete his stuff. Don't delete his stuff. Let him troll. JJ control. JJ control. Do they finish NBA seasons or go straight? That's what I heard they're talking about, Tyler. He talked about the bioweapon. Well, look, like I said, China was eating dingbats. They were not eating. I mean, they do, but yeah. Hail to, what is it? HTH raid? What is HTH? Thank you. I appreciate the raid. I'm a bit slow. Hot Take Hockey. Yes. Shout out to Hot Take Hockey. Definitely sub him up. I love his videos. Go watch him. Shout out to Hot Take Hockey. Thank you for the raid. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Sucks the NHL is whatchamacallit, suspended. Scrambled eggs, what's up? What's your ideal lineup at wide receiver for the Eagles? How about Perryman, Deshaun Jackson, Henry Ruggs, my top 3 wide receivers to start. And then get me another receiver in the set. Maybe I don't know. Think of somebody in the second round. JJ Triller needs to worry about Dak. Dak stinks. Thank you, Hot Take Hockey. Shout out to you. Thank you for the raid. Shout out to all you guys. Sylvia Brown predicted the virus. Interesting. This virus is very suspect. Hey, friends. Mark Holmes with your buddy, Cowboys Joe Boo. And I want to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Network. Because without you, well, I wouldn't quit my day job. What up, Philly 500? Ready to get in it with this 24-hour stream? Uzi bit head off. I ain't doing this. Ain't no 24-hour stream. What, you crazy? Give them Bad Dog and song. I'm out of practice. Bad Dog is a bad dog, 'cause he knows the Giants always stink, and so do the Lakers. Thank you. Trim the beard. I'm going to shave this shit off. Wouldn't it be such... Peace, Hot Take Hockey to you too, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Wentz contract is horrible for y'all. Wentz contract is peanuts compared to what you're going to pay Dak. You need to try out for The Voice. What the hell's The Voice? I love you, Philly. Wish you and your family well. Rob Ross. Shout out to you, man. I wish yours the well as too. This virus was on the episode of Simpsons in the early 2000s. Well, there's always viruses. I mean, like, yeah, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks has it. Tom Hanks, he has reasons to run. I was watching some interesting things on Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. That would be a whole nother video. Has this ever happened where all sports leagues stop playing all at once? I think during times of war, Tyler, but nothing like this. Who should the Bucks tag, Winston or that one defensive end? Winston, because I want that defensive end to hit free agency. JJ Thrilla and Dak going to get franchise tag because he's trash. Yep. How far do you think the Eagles will go to the Super Bowls? Do people forget about SARS? SARS was bad, yeah. Coronavirus has been out since 60s. Yeah, this is just another, apparently I heard this is a really interesting strand, and they're looking into it being man-made too, by the way. But you don't hear that on the news. But if you read it, congressional testimony and stuff, they do worry about that. For real, people have to stop going crazy. The coronavirus has been around a very long time. This is just different strand. Yeah. Look, to me, here's my big thing, right? My kids are my main thing. As long as they're healthy, that's what I care about. Well, kids tend to not be getting sick or like really sick or dying from it. And, if that's the case, I'm okay. I'm okay. Whatever happens to me, whatever. You heard about the 2 basketball players that have it? Yeah, I heard about it. You want to hear the conspiracy theory? Well, I'll tell you this. The conspiracy theory I'll give you this hint. Starts in a North Carolina lab and then is sold to the Chinese government. I'll leave it at that. That's just for starters. Entertainer talking sports. What is up with you, man? Shout out to Entertainer Talking Sports. Sub him up if you haven't. He kicks some ass. I saw that he's doing a free agency football stuff. If you need an Eagle fan to talk to, you know who to call. I'm here. Go Brad Mitchell, leave it to the Mormons and you that run sports. Oh, you're getting cold. Cold, ex-bacon. Donovan Mitchell just confirmed he has corona. Interesting. Eagles close training facilities. Yeah, I'm not worried about the training facilities. Yeah, Entertainer, contact me, man, anytime. I'm ready. Especially now, because the only game in town is going to be NFL free agency. The Eagles have shut down their facilities, but that's for players to go in and stuff like that. When it comes to free agency starting, it's starting. They're going to start it. It's going to be next week. You don't need that. You can do contracts over the phone. They know who they're going after. That's going to be the only game in town. Talk more about the theory file. Well, I got to save some of that. You know what I mean? Bleeding Chef 4, you got it. You'll feel I live in North Carolina. That's where the virus started. It started in a lab. From what I've heard, there's 3 different strands of different things in that. But it was sold and it was made. Basically, they use these things. They make these strands and then they try to make vaccines off of it. Well, it was sold to China. Now, I'm just telling you some stuff that you'll never hear on the news. But it's true. If you look into it, you can find it. You'll find it. Love your channel. Bro, hope we have no beef with each other. Respect. Yeah, I have no beef. No beef. As long as they don't shut down eggnog facilities. Well, I don't have to worry about that till November. What do you think they're going to go after in free agency? I think corner first rating. I think a wide receiver. And then I think you're going to see a couple cheap mid signings of linebackers. Yes, Paul Toy, I agree. Imagine if the virus was man-made. Well, I think it was. That's kind of what I'm saying. In target free agency. Me, if I could choose Bradbury, I would take James Bradbury over what's his face. This is all blessing in disguise. Now I can catch up on life things. Yeah, better Alex. 500. I think we need to trade up. Justin Jefferson's fine, but I feel like, look, we need Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs is the guy. Go watch Voch Lombardi, whatever the hell his name is. Go watch his all 22 on Ruggs. Yeah, Umbrella Court. Exactly, Kara. They can't bomb us, so this is the worst thing because the panic stock market crashes. Well, yeah, it's part of it. Look, it's deep, man. It's deep. And here's what I will say. The one thing I believe about conspiracies, like if you look at the JFK conspiracy, If you look at 9/11 conspiracy, the big ones have to help multiple groups. So JFK conspiracy, right? Who was in on it? Who had reason for him to die? Well, definitely the parts of the military who wanted war. Cuba hated him. The mafia hated him, and all these factions like the CIA, they all come together. When those things happen and they all have some reason, and there's multiple reasons for parties for things to happen, that's when I get very suspicious. Vach is legit. Yeah, he's a good Cowboy fan, but he's awesome. Are you gonna be hurt if our Ruggs is gone? Yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna hurt me. Robbie Anderson, Deshaun Jackson, Henry Ruggs, and Whiteside. Those are all fast guys. I think March Madness gets canceled. We got 168 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, please subscribe. I thank everybody for joining me. I didn't know what to do today video-wise because of this Corona thing and everything getting canceled. I thought the best thing was just come and talk about it for a little bit, and we'll get it. We'll go from there. Plan B should get all Mims. Yeah, I would get Mims too. Big Ten canceled. If it was man-made, what's the reasoning? A lot of times, it's not nefarious. They make these things in order to build vaccinations for different types of strands of coronavirus, and it could just been that simple. But then it gets out by accident or what? It doesn't have to be nefarious. Tyler, yo Philly, who would you take in the first round if you can't take a receiver? I would want one of the safeties. So if I can't get one of those receivers, I'm not in love with the corners unless it's. I'm not really in love with the corners so much to take a corner in the first. I think there's some good ones for second, but I like Delpit, somebody like that. DH Eagles, what's going on, buddy? U.S. drained oil fields in the Middle East during the war, so I guess that makes sense. There's plenty of oil. We are the number one producer of oil now. Do you know that? Hope everyone around the world gets the virus during this difficult. I don't want anybody to get it. Duke just took itself out of the NCAA tournament. They're going to cancel the tournament. What do you think about getting Anthony Harris, letting go of McLeod, and putting Jenkins a 1-year deal? I'm all for that, Dukes. I like Anthony Harris. Him or HaHa Clinton Dix? Novacare shut up. Yep, I'm not surprised. 500. You should watch Gate City Sports. Oh, I love Gate City Sports. Pepe. Shout out to Gate City Sports, by the way. Sub him up. Should sub up my man 444 Philly fan. Link is in the description. Do you think we'll keep Howard? I don't think so, but I would like to bring him back, Big Pain. Would you trade for Christian McCaffrey? I might, but is he really getting traded? Philly, would you go to Philly? Yeah, of course, Philadelphia fan 789, but I'd win. Philly, I think we should try to get Byron Jones, but if the bid gets too high, 100% we have to drop. I don't want him. I don't want another Cowboy. Lloyd, what's up, buddy? Nitro Freak says, this is so stupid. It's all coming to an end. Shut it down. Philly, what's good, buddy? Talk to LB. He loves the idea about the draft. Oh, yeah. I didn't talk to him about the idea yet, but I wanted to. How much trading around do you think Howie's going to do? I think he's going to do a lot. I think Howie's going to be very active. If we don't trade up, I'm going to be worried about Howie Roseman drafting. We got enough trade bait or picks to move up. Yeah, we have plenty. 789, 500 would win 1 punch. Now, with my left hand. Thoughts on trading for Cooper Kupp? I like Cooper Kupp, but why would they trade him? Do you want McCoy back? I don't mind. I'm open to it, but he's got to be my third back. You know what I mean? National Guard in Westchester. Yeah, I heard that. We need a defensive end bad pass rusher. I would like to go after Yannick, but I don't think that'll happen. Only thing next cancel is Olympics, so that's coming too. What do you think the Eagles give up a second-round pick for Darius Slay? I wouldn't. I would give up a third. I'm not giving up a second. Yes, KC Sports. Yeah, I like them. Every NCAA tournament has been canceled due to the virus. Yep. I'm not doing a second rounder. If Wentz gets hurt this season, do you all cut him? No. He's not getting hurt this season. You know that, right? I'll shout you out text. Maybe I'll have one on Sunday talk with. Yeah, definitely entertaining talking sports. I love it, man. It'd be fun. Let me know. I'm open. Jay, how Dak Prescott stinks. Well, Jason Wallace, love you too, man. Sorry I'm falling back on these. You see any more of the TR3B King? I haven't seen any more triangles. I haven't seen them at all. I thought I did that. Wait, what? Sorry, I thought I did something, but I guess I didn't. JJ, are you subscribed? JJ's crazy. What's your ideal running back situation? I would like to bring Jordan Howard back, have a big physical runner for short yardage, and then I would go Miles Sanders and Boston Scott in my Darren Sproles role. I want that. Yeah, you want Yannick Ngakwe. That's who I would want, Chef. Still looking for my wrench. I got you, Chris. Who cares? We don't need to worry about it till July. The football season is going to go on. Look, I think this whole thing will be, I think by May, things will pick up. What I want is I just want them to close my kid's school because I want to stop having to hear it every day and worry about it. Just let's get it over with. Let's shut it down and stuff like that. To me, the panic of this whole thing is way worse. I mean, I'm all stocked up and stuff, and I stocked up like a month and a half ago because I knew people were going to go crazy. You know? Your team with LB is justified. Absolutely. LB's the man. And I know LB is close to, I know he's close to 10,000 subs. So everybody, if you haven't subbed up Lord Bronson, go sub him up. He needs 10,000 subs. We need him to get it. Karis, I've seen with LB, Philly Mike and Philly Fresh. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Philly on tape, Jefferson is slow. I don't think so. There's a couple times where you can see him turn a corner. I think a lot of times because he's coming out of the slot, there's not a real chance for him to get super open coverage or like get wide open. But the guy ran a 4.3, something like that at the combine. He's faster than you think. The question with Jefferson that's fair is can he play on the outside? Because I wouldn't want him just in the slot. I don't mind if he starts out in the slot, but he's got to be able to play outside at some point. You know, personally, give me my man Henry Ruggs. David Gray 444. What's that? Are you talking about 444 Philly fan? Definitely link in the description. Sub him up. Chris Wright. I want Isaiah Simmons next. Lawrence Hill. Isaiah Simmons. Look, I would love Isaiah Simmons. He's not making it out of top 10. I don't think he gets past the Giants, dude. I'm praying you guys don't end up with Ruggs, guys like DJ. I think that's who I'm hoping entertaining. That's my guy. How are we going to address the linebacker? We're not going to address the linebacker. Not early in the draft. Forget that. Maybe late. And you'll see them sign a couple low-level free agent linebackers. But I don't see them spending much money. Watkins would be a great pickup, too. I got to go watch more of him. I haven't watched enough of him yet. What about Jameis Winston as our backup? I don't know if he wants a backup. Get vitamin D3 to boost your immune system. That's right. 5,000 UIs. That's what I take. And I take 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And then I take 400 milligrams of magnesium. I also take colloidal silver. I also take iodine. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, Eagles UK. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. What's up, man? What's up with you? Did I miss? Thank you so much, buddy. Everybody says Mike Evans trade. I don't think he's getting moved. We need stability and youth in our secondary. We do. That damn Mark Holmes keeps mocking the GM to you. That GM still gives me nightmares. Who are you talking about? Jerry Jones tested positive for the coronavirus. Is that true? That would be funny. I predict tough NFC East battle for a lot of improved. Yeah, I think so. Jefferson isn't fast. He trained for that combine. Judy and Rieger are faster in game. Well, if we're going to go fastest in game, give me Ruggs. You know? But that is true. You have to worry about guys who just train for the 40. They run a real good time, but they don't actually play that fast. That's why I need to see T. Higgins run and then kind of go back and watch more film on him. My Cowboys family, shout out to you. How you doing, buddy? Are you guys going to pay Byron Jones 16 to 18 million? He'd be ripping you guys off. I'm hoping we don't. I don't want him. I don't want to pay for him. I agree with you. It would be a ripoff. But unfortunately, I think it's going to happen. Is it possible Joe Douglas lets us get Jamal Adams from the Jets? Probably not. Coronavirus jokes getting less cool by the hour. I haven't heard any. You got any coronavirus jokes? Hit me with them. I haven't heard any. The only thing I hear is people who say, "Oh, you shouldn't say it's gonna be okay. You don't know." And you got others saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be worried at all. It's not even real." It's somewhere in between. What deal would you do for Robbie? 3 for 45, 4 for 60. I would do three for 45. I'm not paying him a lot of money either. Um, I don't know that I can say Rager's better than Jefferson. Most coronavirus jokes I see were such and such jersey, and you won't catch it. Yeah, the only one I saw I think was that there's plenty of toilet paper at the stores, and they were just basically a bunch of Dallas Cowboys gear. That was the only thing I saw. Coronavirus and Ebola pandemic right on time for election. Well, all that plays a part. Kansas just suspended all athletics and definitely they're the number one team in the country. It's all over with sports for a while. You know, the only that's why I put on here the only game in town is going to be the NFL free agency because they could do that over the phone and announce it. That's what's coming. Are we back? Are we back? I don't know what the hell just happened. My ring went off. My ring went off. I don't know if you know what that is for the doorbell. It ring went off and it changed my screen. And all of a sudden, boom! It disconnected me. It's weird. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Eagles have to get a power running back. To Booby Bosco or not. Well, I mean that's why I just bring back Jordan Howard. I mean I don't think they're gonna go spend money on Henry. Ruggs breakaway speed is crazy, bro. Look, here's the thing. Here's my issue. Okay, when it comes to Henry Ruggs, I get very frustrated because I hear people go, "He's not that good. He's just a speed guy." I don't believe that. When you go look at his tape, that dude is more than just a guy who's a speed guy. He's a good wide receiver who happens to be really, really, really fast. So it just annoys me. Coronavirus is on the internet too. Yeah, that's their coronavirus joke. I love it. You wrote a joke? Let me see. I can't see it. It won't let me go back that far. Write the joke again. I'm sorry about that. But I think when I got cut off, it cut some of my chats off. We know Nelson can get the coronavirus. He can't catch anything. Yeah, he's good to go. Jefferson ain't that good, Philly. J.J. Ortega, I think he's pretty good, man. I think he's faster than that. But he may be one-dimensional and just a slot receiver. That is possible. You know? And if that's the case, then I would move Mims up. Damn Eagles need defensive back, linebacker, and wide receiver most. Yeah, we do. We do. Let's get Derrick Henry, Jones, draft a wide receiver in the first and a quarterback in the second. I like it. I can't imagine that they would go out and get Derrick Henry. I mean, that would be unbelievable. What do you think about the dumbass Rudy Gobert did 3 days ago? He touched all the Mike's videos. Yeah, I saw that. It was kind of funny because he didn't know he had it. But yeah, it was stupid. John Ross looked good in college too, though. Yeah, no. When John Ross and John Ross to me was not the type of receiver that Henry Ruggs is. He was clearly a one-dimensional guy who went way too early. 500. Can we talk about Wentz not being accurate? Go ahead. You tell me about it. Tell me how Wentz isn't accurate because I disagree with you. I'd much rather have Michael O'Byrus. Okay, no, Ruggs is a guy I ideally want. If it's just that I don't know if we can get him. We're gonna have to trade up for him. Did you dye your beard? No, it's just got natural gray in it. We have them beards, yeah, for now. But my wife is telling me I have to shave it for the coronavirus, so I can not have germs. Ruggs has more size and meat on him than Ross. He has bigger hands than Ross. He runs better routes than Ross. He can go in coverage better than Ross, and he plays at a better speed than Ross, and he was a better blocker than Ross. I mean, he's better all the way around. People say he's not good. I have not watched him. I really think Henry Ruggs is going to be more of a Tyreek Hill type guy. And when people tell me, you don't want Ruggs, I think they're crazy. Well, Adelphia's be shut down. Did Adelphia's already? I heard it was closed down. Oh, Eagle Body Bags. I did. I got cut out while I was reading it. I'm gonna thank you for super chat, Eagle Body Bags. You wrote Super Bowl dynasty for the Eagles: Deshaun Jackson, Henry Ruggs, Denzel Ward, Denzel Mims, or Justin Jefferson. Depth: Derrick Henry and free agent, young, physically durable Miles Sanders, Paul Scott Howard, injury prone. I would love it. I would love it. I love it just the way you have it, man. Thank you for super chat. I'm with you. Mike Cowboys found that. Oh, I know Dak has lost wins. Rudy, defensive player, yeah, he shut down everything. Novacare was shut down. Yep. However, free agency is still going to go on. That's what's important to me. All schools in Philadelphia area are being shut down from Pennsylvania governor. Look, at this point, as a parent, my kids are in school. I don't even want them there. I don't want them there because of course you worry. I mean, the only thing I worry about is my kids. And the only thing that brings me relief, this whole thing, is that kids aren't dying of it. Really, you're not going to die of it, most likely, unless you have an underlying condition. If you're under 60, if you're over 60, you got to be careful. If you're under 60, you're going to be most likely you're going to be okay. Me, look at that. You see that? I have lungs, dude. I have lungs. I think kids from at least likely to die from it. They are, but with everything going on and the hysteria, I'd rather just keep them home. You know what I mean? I'm in Virginia, and as soon as it gets like 2 hours away, I'm taking them out of school. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. My wife's a middle school teacher, and she's at school still, and she said that like she's had at least 100 kids out every day since this whole thing's been going crazy. Like nobody's even in the parking lot after school, things like that. Me, where I work, I could come home and work and things like that. So I'm home. I don't have to worry about it this week or next week. Eric R., what's up? So bring my kids back and let's just get through. Let's just get through the 14, 15 days. Let's get it over with. Max, what's going on? BB13 says, yo, MCF. I tell you what, free agency is going to be the only game in town next week. The Simpsons predicted the coronavirus. In what way, J-Mac? Max, what's up with you? Oh, Brandon, I can't tell you, man. I'm in the witness protection program. But it has to do with chemicals. I'll put it that way. People need to watch the tape and not get fooled by football Olympics. Combine. Jefferson is not our guy. Well, what don't you like about Jefferson watching his tape? Because when I watch his tape, I see a good route runner, good hands. If you want to say he doesn't have breakaway speed or could play on the outside, I think he's got enough speed. I've seen him hit around a couple corners, and he looks like he can accelerate. Whether he could play outside, that's a whole nother story. NFL only sports survive. Yeah, NFL is going to make it through. Philly, I tell my family, who are all Chargers fans, how much of dingbats they are. Good, you should do that, Joel. Will we get Ruggs at 17? Dallas has got the 17th pick, don't they? I think Dallas, if they lose Cooper and Ruggs is there, I think so. I don't think Ruggs gets past Denver, to be honest. Stop taking silver, you're going to turn blue. It's turning frogs gay. That's not. You just combine two different things. No, silver doesn't turn you blue. My kids' schools has parents sending their kids to school, then they're sick. Yeah, so I don't trust. Oh, I hear you, Kara. I hear you. How you gonna pay Malcolm? We got $43 million under cap. We could pay JJ. His game tape was miles above football Olympics tape. I think so too. I like your idea on Rasul. I would love for him to look. I want Rasul Douglas as safety. I've said this many times. We have to jump the Raiders to get Ruggs. You have to jump Denver. Because here's how I think it's going to go. I don't think any receivers go off the board to the earliest the Jets pick. So I think the Jets go Judy or Lamb. Then the Raiders take the opposite one. Then you're going to have the Colts. I think they go quarterback. Then you have Tampa. I think that is a spot at 14 where you got to move up. Because I think Denver, they pull the trigger on a Ruggs. Can you see Denver having Sutton and then you have Ruggs on the other side? That's pretty damn good. You got to jump 15. You're going to have to get to 14 if you want them. So you have to go to 21 to 14. It's going to cost you probably a third and a fourth round pick. I do it. You got 3/4, and you got 2/3. Shit. I'm from Vineland, but I live in Millville. Okay. I know Vineland. Jefferson isn't my guy either. Too big. We need a guy who can get deep, not another Jeffrey. No, he's not a Jeffrey. Jefferson is got decent speed. Where do you guys like Hopkins, Devontae, Diggs going in the draft? Oh, Hopkins, Devontae, I wasn't as sure about, honestly. Hopkins, I loved. So you think defensive Tom Brown will fall to 17 for us? Yeah, actually, I do. Wide receivers and tight ends drafted after 4. Wait, what was that? Wide receivers and tight ends drafted after 4th. Unless adding new picks. Or go to free agency tight end if you want to double up with someone. It depends on the tight end. Without the sports on, chilling here with you is good replacement. Thank you, David. We'll be doing a lot of these. We're going to have a lot of time. Would you be mad if we grab that safety from LSU? No, Delpit? I like Delpit. Why don't you start taking my community comprehensive immunity I told you about? Sold. Well, I forget what the hell it was, Paul Toy. I have no idea what they'll do in free agency. It's going to be interesting. Rogue Dog, what's up? Reading Cowboys draft is info. We'll see what happens with the Cowboys. So I guess you all forgot. We have the best tight end tandem. We do. We do. That's why we don't talk about it, because we already got our tight end set. Bird game, 114. 114, the flu has been around. 114, what does that mean? Around way longer, so of course it killed more people, but the virus is moving at a faster rate. So what are you saying? You should be more scared of the coronavirus than the flu? I mean, I think that's fair. It's a new strand. But even its numbers, the numbers, to me, what matters is the death rate. What's the death rate of it? It's not all that much higher, really. And here's the other thing that you got to put in your whole statistics of death of the coronavirus. There are way more people in China and other parts of the country that have had it and have never been diagnosed with it. So there's even less people dying than they act like. The popular opinion is Denver tailing rugs. I don't think they do that. I think they do. I think somebody is going to try to move up to that 14. I'm more scared of whooping cough. Yeah, well, whooping cough only scares me when you're a little kid. China has 2,800 deaths, which is bad, but how many people does China have? Billion people, something like that. But the thing is that if you break that down to who's like death by age, it's like 85% over 60 years old. Nobody from 0 to 12, I don't think. And then from like 10 to 12 was like 0.2%, 20s 0.2%, 30s and like between 30 and 50 was like 0.4%. So it's really low unless you're old. You know. Plus, here's the thing: China. This thing was going on in China a long time, and they weren't saying anything, and they won't. And it'll take because they're communists. Everything is centralized. So if something breaks in a city and a doctor wants to come out, he can't really do that. He has to go to the central government, and they have to approve everything, and it takes forever. And by that time, all hell breaks loose. So it's been a lot. It was a lot worse than what they say, but I don't think the death rate is as high. But it's higher than the flu. The fans were pissed when they canceled the NBA games. Yeah, I think China's in debt with us now. Well, they lost the trade war. I'm just happy we live here, and they're not ripping us out of our cars and stuff, and videos were crazy. Well, here's the other thing, and this is part of my conspiracy, I'll say. China, they censor everything. You can't put things out in China. You can't get things out on China. So for them to release videos of them pulling out people in the cars, people collapsing, having seizures, and I watched it all. To me, that's suspect. Why are they releasing it? It's like they're almost releasing it to scare the hell out of us. Because usually they censor that. And I find that very weird. The real truth here is people don't look at their own mortality enough. Well, that's true, Jesse. The Chinese aren't to be hated. It's their communism that murders and destroys. Yeah, nobody hates the Chinese. I don't like their government, but yeah. Byron Jones is overrated. Can we see the Rams is talking about for Jalen Ramsey? They can't afford him. Yes, I agree. I wanted Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, you're right, bro. It's just weird. If why are they letting those videos out? Everyone needs to stay strong. Absolutely. They're definitely trying to scare us. America murders and destroys. So what are you saying? That wasn't the America destroys and kills or whatever. You got to explain more what you're asking me because I don't understand. I was talking about I'm talking about censorship. Ugh. Yeah, hit up the Rams. I'm all for it. Did you get? I haven't watched T. Higgins. Kid put on a show. T. Higgins has a lot of talent. If he has speed, and it doesn't have to be like Deshaun Jackson's, but if he's got decent speed, if he can run downfield and separate, forget it. 4.43 and 40 that's pretty damn good. That's surprisingly good, D'Angelo. I'm doing great, Offer. How are you? Too many people think this is a joke and it's sad. What is a joke? The coronavirus? It's not a joke. It's not a joke, but it's overhyped too. At the same time, I'm hearing the draft may be canceled. I think what they're going to cancel, Chaos. I don't think they're going to cancel the draft. I think they're canceling the fans coming to the draft. Like there's not going to be fans there and things like that. That's going to be closed off. It's going to be like the old '80s drafts. What's good, Albert? Titans released Lewis. Did they? Oh, the censorship in America is horrible. If we're going to spend a lot for Jones World, we spend the same amount for clowning. No, they could. It wouldn't surprise me if they totally go like Clowney or something. I don't want Byron Jones. Draft can be done over the phone if need be. Yeah. Well, if you look at the early '80s, like the '83 draft, '84 draft, there was no fans there. It was all just front office guys and stuff calling it in. And I think that's what they'll do. I would trade a third for Slay. I'm in on a third for Slay. I remember Deion Lewis in Philly. We never played him. Yeah, he got cut, I think. We can get a corner second round just as good as Byron. I think so. Bradbury I'd rather have than Byron Jones. And Slay maybe too. Are they going to finish NBA season? I think at some point it will come back. They were saying, I was reading today, that they were saying even as late as August. I'm fine by, this coronavirus is scary a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I understand it's scary. Take precautions, trust in God, and don't worry about it. You're young, right? You're young. You're under 60. You'll get through it. And a free agent riot named Byron. I don't want him. We can travel to the UK, but that's because they're paying people to catch the virus. I heard they were paying people to catch it. If you watch Dallas game tape, Jones is a real deal. Yeah, but how come every time a corner comes to Philly, with Jim Schwartz there, they don't look as good? I'm willing to renew Jenkins' deal, but not 2-3 money, not top three. Yeah, I may do it for 1 year. No reason to cancel draft. Teams have all the info they need. Yeah, no, the NFL free agency and draft is going to be the only game in town for us. The electoral college system gets destroyed. The USA's finished. Well, yeah, because if you destroy the electoral college, then you don't really have real representation. You're always going to have where the populations of the East Coast controls the rest of the country. It's a republic. It's not a democracy. Democracy is only a form of tyranny, in my opinion. You need a republic. You need the 1% of all people, the one person, the individual, to be protected from everybody else. You can't give a corner top dollar if he has zero ball skills. I agree. So Higgins ran a 4.4. That's what they're saying. I have to watch it. I will watch the pro day later. Rock'em Ray, what's up, brother? I'll probably watch it and do a video on it because if he looks really good, I'm going to say get him. Bird Gang says, watch the XFL. They're still playing. Are they? That's interesting. Byron is way better than what we have outside. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Political talk with King Dingbat. Look, I try to avoid political talk because I'm going to piss off both sides very much. School these youngsters, 500, definitely. It's not a big deal if Bradbury is slow. Richard Sherman was slow too, and he was the best corner in the league for a while. Yeah, Philly, are you reading the Holy Bible sometimes? All the time, Offer. Sorry, you must have an under 4.4 wide receiver. I agree. I want speed. We need Murray from Oklahoma at 21. Our linebackers are bums. I don't ever remember the Eagles drafting a linebacker that early. I can't see it happening. Lloyd Diggs, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. We will get Chris Harris Jr., y'all. Y'all can have the bum Byron Jones. Thank you, Lloyd Diggs. Thank you for the super chat. Chris Harris Jr., his age is the only thing that concerns me about him. I like him, though. We need to get Ruggs. I'm with you. I'm all in on Ruggs. Ruggs is my guy. It ain't changing. Richard Sherman wasn't slow. He was just slower. Yeah. 3,500. God bless you and your family, brother. Enzo, you too, my man. Shout out to you. Reports Denver Broncos want Robbie Anderson and going to push hard. Do you think they get Ruggs? No, I think if they get Anderson, probably not get Ruggs. No, that probably could change for the better for us. Jefferson played most of his snaps in the slot, which is much easier than on the outside. According to analytics, he doesn't win valuable routes. That's my only concern with Jefferson. Is if you drafted him, you're probably going to have to keep him in the slot. So you better go out and sign a Brashard Perryman or somebody like that. But long term, can he go on the outside? I don't know. No political talk, just sports. Yeah, look, 99.9% of what I do is not going to be political. Sometimes I'm going to say something because I just got to say it. But look, believe me, I will piss off Republicans and I will piss off Democrats just as because to me, they're all the same. Raphael, what's no joke? What's no joke? How do we get Ruggs? You trade up. We got 10 picks. All we need to go up to is probably 14. It's not going to be hard. What about hockey games? You heard possible? Yeah, NHL has suspended their games. Right before I came on, they suspended their games. So now no one... Jeffrey, but when we win the Super Bowl, everybody's happy. Come on, man. Look, I like Justin Jefferson. Alshon Jeffrey in 2017 is not the Alshon Jeffrey in 2019. He's bigger. He's slower now. Now he has a Liz Frank injury, and he may have problems in the locker room. It's not the same guy. In 2003, the SARS coronavirus different strain affected 42 countries before it was contained. This one's spreading a lot more. Why epidemic was called? Yeah, but how old are you, Michael? I'm trying. Republican Democrat are just saying this pisses me off. That pisses me off. I'm just kidding. It's true. It's true. Since the NHL NBA seasons will finish in July, it'll probably push the NFL season back. Well, if I'm the NFL, don't change it. Keep it where it is. Keep it. It's perfect because as soon as NBA and NHL finish, we got football. I don't want to sacrifice the meat of my picks for Ruggs, though. Do you think? Well, I mean, what do you think? Here's what I think. I think that to get where you need to get Ruggs, it'll cost you a 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick. Maybe you could add like a 6th round pick or a 5th round pick next year. You still would have a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, 2 4ths, 2 5ths, and a 6th. You've got a lot of picks. Slay over Jones, I'm with you there, man. A lot of people are sick, man. Yeah. But here's the thing. If you're under 60 and you don't have an underlying condition, you're going to get better. That's just the way it is. People are recovering. It's the older people that you have to worry about, And it's scary and all those things, but it's nothing we're not going to survive, and it's going to be okay. If we don't get a top 3 wide receiver, I just don't know. I think so. I think we can't take any chances. You got to move up and get Ruggs. I agree. Go for Ruggs. Ruggs trip. I would go Ruggs. I really think the Eagles are trading up one of those. I think so too, JJ. I believe it's going to happen. I don't want Byron Jones or Amari Pooper. Me neither. Pound no Jones. I agree. I don't want to pay him that much money. I don't think the new NFL season will suspend because we got a lot of time to fill. No, they don't need to spend it. No. Not at all. I don't want Jefferson at 21. Who would you take, D'Angelo? What linebacker do you like in free agency? I like the kid at Green Bay, Martinez. Who else? What other linebackers are out there? I can't remember off the top of my head. They're saying vaccines come in 12 to 18 months, but I don't know since I'm not a doctor. I'll tell you this. If they come out with a vaccine in 12 months, I won't take it. I'll take my chances. I got to see stuff studied and make sure people don't get sick from it. Isaiah Simmons is a top 10 pick. He won't be around. Oh, Littleton is available. I love Littleton, but can he play a 4-3? I would take Littleton now. They already have a vaccine? Maybe. I don't know. I won't take it anyways. I only take things that I know if I don't take something and catch something, it kills me. If I'm just going to get sick, I'll take my chances. So, if you haven't, if you're new, please like, please subscribe, and let's get over 100 likes. I would appreciate that. Do you remember the religion? Yeah, I remember 700 Club. Why? Because he's saying the truth. Everybody knows Carson Wentz to be like A6, and we got more receivers. We need more receivers. Yeah, Littleton is good. Kyle Van Noy, Vic Beasley Jr. as a defensive end, I would like. I don't know anybody who knows anybody who has the virus. Do you believe the hype? I believe. Here's what I believe. I believe it's a virus. I believe it's not good. I believe that if you're older and you're over 60, you should be concerned. I believe that the media hypes it way too much. People are freaking out. They're going to stores, buying up toilet paper. I don't know why they're buying so much damn toilet paper, but they're buying all this stuff and freaking out. And I don't think it needs all that. Now, here's what I'll say. I do stock up on things. If you want to stock up, just go buy a bunch of canned stuff. Go buy a bunch of canned stuff. Go buy a couple bags of beans and rice. Get some cleaning supplies. Well, I don't know if there are any left. And you're good. You know, you see the video of Pence wiping his nose and then shaking other people's hands? Nope, but that's pretty funny. 500, do you think the coronavirus is kind of a message for us? No, I don't. Well, yeah, in a way I do. But I don't know. How do you mean that? Because me and you may mean it two different ways. I'm thinking the Raiders are going to grab Ruggs. Hopefully Judy is still around. So you think, Sylvester, that they take Ruggs over Judy? Because I think Judy's a better pure running back. Pure wide receiver, sorry. How many have died so far in the USA due to the virus? 36 people have died. Only 36 people. Pence is sick. Pence looked like he time travels too much. You know, a spiritual message? No, I mean, it could, but I don't think it's a spiritual message. But I mean, maybe I'm missing something. How do you think it's spiritual? If it's man-made, it's definitely a message. Well, I think it's probably man-made. I'm almost certain. I thought it was the 20th. What's the 20th? If LaVisca there in the second or third should grab, I'll grab LaVisca in the third. But to me, yeah, he's dropping. Yeah, message, wash your hands, absolutely. Judy, Lamb, or Ruggs, I don't care, but Jefferson looks like a cool guy. I'll take him too. Yeah, Judy, Lamb, or Ruggs is the prize. Because people don't go to church. No, I don't think that's it. Look, oh boy, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I better shut up. All right, I'm gonna leave the church thing out because that's a whole nother video. We're about to go back to Old Testament days. We're not. It's not even that bad. I believe in 2 months people are gonna say this was way overblown. I have the coronavirus. I'm 22, so it's nothing too bad. Do you really have it, sports fan one? If you do, I hope you feel better. But yeah, you're 22. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna suck for a couple days. Flu sucks, but you're gonna get it. Look, I think my wife had it. I already think she had it because she got the flu. She got a fever. She started getting better, and then like all of a sudden her lungs filled up, and she couldn't stop coughing. She has a little asthma, so she had to take an inhaler, and she still got a bad cough. I think she had it. What's up, Bird Gang? Yeah, Carson's about to get some weapons. Bryce says, yeah, I agree. 2 months like June, maybe it'll all be over. It'll be over for a while. It'll come back in the fall, but we'll be better prepared. God's in control. The flu is a big worry than this. People need to not panic. Well, you could die. 30 to 70,000 die a year of the flu. I think if you're young, you're okay. You're going to be okay as long as you're healthy. If you're older, like my parents, like I worry about my parents, but most likely you're going to be okay. Cassius, what's up, buddy? This virus was created because the Flyers were going. That's the truth. Conspiracy cut me open. The Flyers were about to win it all. They finally got a goalie, and boom. Keep doing your thing, homie. Much love. Thank you, Michael. You too, man. If Carson has weapons next year and doesn't make the playoffs, do you start to look for quarterbacks? No, because and that won't happen. I mean, what happens because we have no defense? What if Carson's putting up 3, 4 touchdowns a game and our defense can't contain it? I mean, it really depends. What do you think about trading up for a receiver in the second round, as well as drafting one first? Load the offense. Okay, so here's what I would say, Sam. If the Eagles trade up in the first round to get Ruggs, then I take a receiver in the third round, or I take a receiver when I pick. I don't trade up again. If I take Jefferson or Higgins or Mims or somebody at 21, then I'm trading up in the second and I'm getting like a Rager or somebody else. You know, pay Dak. Yeah, pay Dak $90 million. Pay him everything. Nope, I'll tell you, look up the Illuminati game. I believe it was the 80s, but it's based off a book from the 70s. Look at some of those cards, some of those events. Yeah, those Illuminati cards are crazy. They are. We need a veteran receiver to mentor the rookies. Yeah. More people have died before testifying against Hillary Clinton. That's great. You got to be modded up for that one. That is true, too. Let's pay Dak this whole guy. Let's pay Dak everything. Who would you grab in a second? I would go either wide receiver in a second or defensive back. That's where I'm going in a second. But it depends. If God created the virus, he would have done a better job of it. Well, I mean, he created the thing, but people mess around with it. See, people don't understand a lot of these things, like the coronavirus going on right now. I believe, and they've shut this down, but it was made most likely as something for them to make vaccines for, and somehow it got out, and it could have been a total accident, but it's not. The death rate is higher than maybe the flu. I don't know, but it's not so much higher that you should be freaking out about it. Do you think we should trade Darby? Well, Darby's gone. He's a free agent. Jones and McLeod in a package deal for 6 rounds. Well, the problem is those guys are all free agents. Enough the league canceled annual meetings. I saw that. Was it made in a lab? Yeah, from when it first started to come out, the news, it was made in a lab. And it was made in the Wuhan. There's a lab there, and they do all sorts of things with viruses and stuff, and it got out, and then they blamed the meat market, said some dude bit a bat, but that's not what happened. If Judy gets past 13, you better trade up. I agree. Which two would you have, Ruggs, Jefferson, Hamler, Rieger? I'd rather have Ruggs and Jefferson than Hamler and Rieger. Prescott must get the first $1 billion guaranteed contract in the NFL. Yeah. Joseph, what's up, buddy? What won't happen? Made the playoffs with practice squad wide receivers. Man gets weapons. Yeah, give the man weapons, and we'll see. What about baseball? I think baseball gets suspended. I think baseball will be suspended early, and then at the end of the, it's going to get cut off earlier, start late. These Carson haters won't go away. That's all right. FBI's looking for me. I'm sure they are. They know where to find me. They've been spying on me for years. The FBI. I hear them click on my phone. They're after me. Hey, Philly, hope all's well. How do you think Malik Jackson will factor into coming season? He's only played one. If he's healthy, I think he could be solid, What do you think about trading up and doubling back for wide receivers? Ruggs, Jefferson, Ruggs. I'm open to that. I would definitely be. I think you need 2 receivers in the first 3 rounds. When are you doing the Conspiracy Show Part 2? Me and Josh just got back from San Francisco. So we're going to set it up and do it. Man, there's so many conspiracies. There's so many crazy things I want to talk about. China's to blame for everything. General Mao made this his tomb. Well, it started there. Corona beer sales went down after. That's crazy that people thought it was the Corona beer. Who's the top defensive end in free agency? Yannick Ngakoue, as far as I'm concerned. Really good corners will be there. Yeah, I'm a huge sports fan, buddy. I don't know what to do. Well, look, that's why I put in the title that the only game in town is going to be the NFL free agency. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Malik Jackson. He needs to be back on the field. And Deshaun, yeah, I agree. My school shut down for 2 weeks. Did they really? Damn it, man. I just wish they would cancel my kid's school. I want it canceled, you know? But I'll tell you what, you can join the theory. Yeah. Baseball being suspended sucks. We're opening our new park here in Texas. Did they suspend it for sure yet? I haven't talked to Adrian in a while. I text him every once in a while. I do a group text with him and Broads. So, but I think I've been watching his videos. He looks all right. Brett Brown gave Rudy their corona to save his job. The Sixers, they benefit from it. Can we get Ruggs and Watkins or Mims or me? Yeah, you and Mims, definitely. Yeah, I like Mims too. The Chinese established a new baseball team. They called it China Corona. Why? Cancel your school canceled too? Draft heavy on offense for Wentz. 12 weapons a year. I agree, God. Totally agree with you. Let me see this here. I want to see if there's any update. So make sure that you guys, if you haven't, click the description box. Hit. You'll see Philly. You'll see 444 Philly fan. 444 Philly fans. Sub them up. Wide receivers will be there. Trade up for Isaiah Simmons. So you want to trade up for Isaiah Simmons? You got to get up to like 8 or maybe 7. You got to get in the top 10. So you're talking about first this year, a first next year, and probably a mid-round pick. So would you do it for that? Because if you would, I might too. Because I think he's that good. Why is it named the Corona? Well, you're going to get into a bunch of... It's really called the Wuhan virus, but they try to make it racial and say that you're discriminating if you say that, which makes no sense because most viruses are named from where they start. But I don't know why they're calling it just the coronavirus. New creator, that's cool, I need to return. Yes, Joseph. It looks like Crown under the microscope. Is that what it is? He's the only player worth trading for. I like him, but you're going to have to give up like a first. You know, it's called Corona because the virus is somewhat shaped like a crown. Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know it was shaped like that. See, you always learn something. You bought some stocks and hand sanitizer. That's good. Is it new strand existing? Yeah, it's a new strand. A new strand. It's crazy. I just want my kids. See, Seattle schools are closing for 2. I want my kids to get out of school. Just shut it down. You know, I don't have to worry about this shit all week. Because look, I could tell you, and I could be like, hey, you know, don't worry, it's not gonna be that bad, and this, and I'm telling myself the same thing. But at the same time, there's a part of you that's still worried. You still want your kids home. You still don't want to be dealing with it. So to me, let's close this shit up. Mav, what's up, buddy? What's muted? You can't hear me? Well, time to drop nukes. All we got to do is draft weapons, sign corners, and we going deep in the playoffs for sure. I agree. Totally agree with that. More people died from the... Yeah, it's true. I mean, people are getting sick. Especially if you're older, you got to worry. But, yeah, you're right. Virginia just declared state of emergency, and my kids' schools are closing early for deep cleanings by Serve. Carapool, I'm glad that your kids are coming home early. I know that you're probably relieved because that's what I want. I want it done. The shape of the virus looks like crown under my screen. It's interesting. I did not know that. LSU campus is closing for spring break and a lot of colleges are online classes. Yeah. How much do you think the virus will affect free agency? I don't think it's going to affect free agency because most teams know who they want to go after. You can do all that stuff by phone. You can fax and email contracts all the time. I do it all the time. So I don't see why it would make a difference. It's not all hype when there are canceling. It's not all hype. However, a lot of it is hype. It's hyped up, but it's real. But it's very hyped up. That's what I would say. It's a little bit of both. It is not as deadly as they make it seem and dire as they make it seem. But, yeah, it is something. More afraid of my wife. I don't perform her matrimonial... Yeah, you don't perform matrimonial duties. You don't have to worry about the coronavirus. You're all going to get the old foot in the ass. It's more contagious than deadly. Yeah. Unless you're older. That's where you got to worry. Hey, Vivian Clark is here. What is going on? My mom's nursing home is on lockdown. No visitors for 2 weeks. My niece's school closed for 2 weeks. Lots of positives now in my area. No rubbing alcohol peroxide to be found anywhere. Ugh. Yeah, that's horrible. That's tough. That to me that's the biggest thing is the fear and the public panic. And I knew it was coming a month and a half ago, and I went and I bought everything I needed, and I'm stocked. They could shut everything down, and I got everything I need because I knew it was coming. Bleach. Yeah, I got a lot of bleach. If Schwartz scheme doesn't change, it won't matter. You won't get a corner. Yeah, I agree. NFL cancels spring meetings. Yeah, I saw that. How much money the NBA is losing is being. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, Vivi, I hope your mom's okay. But it's better to be safe because it's the older people you got to worry about. Many people have to worry about jobs because of trickle down effects, closures of the. Yeah, well, I think that's why you're going to see like stimulus, things like that. They're going to definitely do some things, tax cuts, all sorts of crazy things are going to happen, and they're going to have to help people out because that's the part of it economic wise, and a lot of that is hype. My son has a long term wound care right now. I'm reduced to using vodka instead of rubbing alcohol. No joke. Yeah, Vivi, I'm sorry. Do you have hydrogen peroxide? How does the TR3 levitate? I hear it operates with some kind of The one I heard when it flew over my house, big triangle, and it was just floating. There was like it almost sounded like an electrical discharge, but it wasn't loud, but it was like a hum. It was weird. No, Nelson Aguilar ain't catching nothing. What up, 500 double O? Haven't caught you in a line. Yeah, it's been a while, B Philly, but we're gonna be doing more of these live streams. I want to do a couple live streams next week during Free Agent Frenzy. Hopefully it's still going on. And then, I was hoping to do some basketball and hockey, but that's not gonna happen now. I'm out, and your family be safe, blessed, brother. Roger Dodger, you too, man. Do you want all off-season wide receivers to the draft or mixture of free agent? I want give me one, give me Perryman, right? Give me him in free agency, and then let me draft two young wide receivers, and I'm good. Nelson can become a delivery driver for everyone. Then, yeah, Nelson's not gonna get sick. He can't catch anything. Hi, how are you in this Corona scary? Oh, I don't think you told me. 35. Has any team drafted late end of draft wide receiver and try to convert them to corner? That's a good question, and I'm sure it's happened. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. Well, my whole state has 2 weeks off from school party time. Thomas, very cool. If we get Byron Jones effective as possible because our defense is built superstar lockdown. Yeah. North Philly, what's up, 500? The latest on the Eagles. It's kind of quiet, getting ready for free agency. They're closing down stuff. All that kind of stuff. That's why I figured I'd come on here and do a live stream today. Because everything's about the coronavirus today. The NBA suspended, NHL now, and baseball and all that stuff is getting shut down. So we just wanted to come on and talk about that. 500, you should collaborate with Worldwide. You know what, Erica? I like Worldwide West a lot, and I would like to do that with him. The Corona stuff is crazy. It is crazy. But if we do, what about Ward and J.J. Arcega? Oh, I mean, let Ward give them both guys a chance to win their jobs. Competition only makes you stronger. My son needs prayers to pass his Navy Russian exams. I will be praying for him. Guys, don't remember Aguilar burned Byron Jones on a deep ball? I don't remember. Did he? He probably ran past him, but is that the ball where he decided to stop running and then try to catch the ball? NFL canceled spring meetings for the owners. Those guys can't afford to be sick. I'm afraid if Byron Jones comes here, that's what I'm afraid of too, Mav. Do you want the Eagles to bring back Jordan Howard? Yes. I agree. I just think to let those guys compete. What up, Desert Eagle here? DE90? Shout out to Desert Eagle 90 if he's here. Great guy. You always make sense, bro. My pops love you also. Oh, man, thank you, DH Eagle. Love you and your pops. Thank you. You can find your cheap plane ticket to the Bahamas now. The problem is I don't fly. I have a thing with... I'm more scared to... Look, I would rather be injected... And this is the truth. I would rather be injected with the coronavirus than have to get on a plane. I am deathly scared of planes. You have to Mr. T my ass. That's the only way I get on a plane. You think they'll cancel the NFL season? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think the NFL season is going to get canceled at all. I think what'll happen is they won't let the audience. There won't be an audience at the draft and those kind of things. Coronavirus. This is just a new strand. They just don't know how much about it. 10 times more lethal than the flu strand this year to older people. Don't bring it to older families. Yeah, that's the risk. That's the thing you worry about. That's what I worry about is the older people. You're afraid of planes too? I'm scared of planes. Yeah, Tom Hanks and his wife got. I heard that. All right, Curry, you look what happened to Kobe. Yeah, I don't fly. You got to think about it. What will happen to all the sports analysts now? What will they do? I'm sure that they're going to get paid anyways. I think you're going to see bills passed and things where people are getting paid anyways. Like I think with the like California has a state of emergency when they have these California and other state of emergencies, they get money from the federal government, and a lot of times they can pay like the teachers and stuff anyways. So that stuff should be all taken care of, I think, by when it's all said and done. Do you think the Eagles are heading in the right or wrong direction? We're gonna see, Danny. If they do what they said they were gonna do, I think it'll be fine. But they got to get younger and faster. North Philly, a 500. Why are the Giants trying to get Ruggs from us in the draft? I guess they think they need a wide receiver. I don't think they need a wide receiver. They got Golden Tate. They got Darius Slayton. I mean, I don't believe the Giants go wide receiver. I think they're going offensive tackle. They're trying to collapse the economy. Well, John Bravo, the virus doesn't exist. No, see, John Bravo, I think it does exist, but I think you're right. See, I think it's like two different things. It's not like it's either real or not. I think it's real, and I think it's overhyped, and I think it's some people use it for bad things. Totally agree. Aretha Franklin hated flying too, King Dingbat. She was a smart lady. I think we should get a linebacker. Yeah. Thousands of airplanes and helicopters take off and land every day without incident. No need to be afraid. That's only because there's less planes and helicopters than there are cars on the road at one time. Look, true story. True story. I used to have a recurring dream when I was little. I would dream of being in a building and watching a plane flying into me, or being an onlooker as a plane flies into a building. And I used to have this like every couple months, this dream from like 5 years old. And after the day 9/11 happened, I never had that dream again. Never. That's crazy shit. I'm definitely scared of planes. My balls, what's up? So I do not like planes, and that stopped. Cameron Wake just got released. Did he? Interesting. It's true story. True story. It's true. I've been telling people this for years. Baseball is almost a fossil. The last time they strike. Coronavirus will be the demise. We'll see. Byron Jones will be good, but he could become a superstar if he gets better. Yeah, that's true. It's all crazy. It's all crazy. Favorite cities? I like East Coast cities. Even though that some of them are dirtier and stinkier, I just like them. You think the Eagles will ever bring back Kelly Green? I think eventually an alternate jersey will come out, but God, please. Dylan, missed you too. Kobe, born and raised, yeah? Hey, yo, King Dimba. Oh, Kobe was actually born in Italy. Hey, yo, King Dimba, how you doing? I'm good, Mike D. How are you? Totally agree. Planes need... Yeah, I agree. Troy, what's going on, buddy? I have a private pilot license and been flying recreational for 15 years, Philly. I never have a problem. God bless you, man. Shit scares me. And I won't go on no small plane. I'm too scared. Each team in the NFC East has a young talent wide receiver they drafted except us. Yeah, and we missed on like a bunch of them. Thoughts on Andy Reid? Good coach. Deserved to get a title. I'm glad for him. And, it is what it is. Wentz is overrated? Not at all. Thoughts on Skip Bayless? He's a dingbat. Kelly Green is our best colorway. It's a must. I agree. Yo, King Demon, what's up? What's up, Bird Gang Sports? Shout out to Bird Gang Sports. Yeah, Jeffrey Lurie said the Eagles will play Kelly Green uniforms. He always says it, but it never happens. It pisses me off. Vivian says, it's about economic collapse. I think it is real. I also think it is suppressive political protests affect the election. Absolutely, Vivian. I said earlier that a lot of these conspiracies, you have to look at when multiple groups gain something from it. Those are the ones that I believe the most. JFK had multiple people or groups benefiting from his death. 9/11, multiple groups benefited. Do multiple groups benefit from all this? The answer is yes. Thoughts on Mahomes? Total stud. Danny, he's a total stud. At 500, I remember he sent you a Denzel Mims bio and your IG back in January. Would you mind having him now? North Philly, I would not mind at all. I'm all open him. As I said earlier, weeks ago, before the combine, I need to see him run. He ran, and I'm down with him. Favorite movies? Godfather Part 2 is my favorite movie of all time. Byron Edwards, wide receiver, could be a later rounds gem. I need to look him up, bro. I'm tired of not letting us wear. I want Kelly Green, man. Lamar and Mahomes are studs. Total studs, Danny. Total. So I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, and then I got to get going because I got a bunch of stuff to do. I still got work to do and all this stuff, and I see the wife's going on. Maybe the kids will get out of school. God, I wish they would. Got to go. Duty calls. Love you all. Stay. Oh, you too, Vivian. You too. Goodfellas trumps. Goodfellas trumps. Godfather. Godfather Part 2 because of the flashbacks. That's why I like Godfather Part 2, because of the flashbacks, going back to Italy and those kind of things with De Niro, those parts. That's why it's my number one. Thoughts on Dak? Honest thoughts or just trolling thoughts? Trolling thoughts, he stinks. Real thoughts, good quarterback, give him his money. Pay him $50 million, pay him $60 million. You think the coronavirus spreading is a worldwide conspiracy? Yes and no, offer. Yes and no. I don't think they can control it. I think that they want to, but they can't. But I think it was released on purpose. I wish I have a machine like Back to the Future. Me too. XFL's done. I've watched it a couple times. I kind of got a little bored of it. You know, I watched it a few times. Jamal, what's up? What's up with you? Will you be going to Eagles games this year? I would like to, but we'll see. I was looking at that San Francisco 49ers game. But I got to see how the schedule plays out and when I can get home. I want Carson to get back to his 2017 film. He will. He just needs weapons. Is there a running back in this draft you think we'd go after land in our laps? There's no early linebacker. I don't see a running back. Wait, did you say running back or linebacker? Running back. No, I don't see the Eagles taking a running back. I actually think you'll see them probably sign undrafted running backs. Take care of yourself and your family, Kingdom. You and the Lord Brunson are the best. Thank you, Paul Toy. After the Mamacita and Kobe died, everything went to shit. Yeah. I'm sure if Philly had a team XFL, it would be a little more interesting. Yes. I'm out, brothers, sisters. Stay safe and well. Stay all blessed. You too, Thomas. Philly 500, do you think we're going to be in a crisis due to coronavirus? Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, I think it's something we'll come out of, but I think that they're going to feed off this panic. What you have to remember is that when tragedies and things happen, real things, okay, there are people within government, people higher-ups, who use things to take control. They say, oh, we can come in and we can fix this, but you got to give up this and you got to give up that. Never do it. It doesn't work. And you're going to see that in this. In what way, I don't know. Haven't seen any one of your streams, bro. You've been doing streams. I haven't done any in a while, Bird Gang. This is the first. I'm going to start them up back again. It's just a little hard sometimes with the time of day, and then by the time I get home, it's already dark out. If I had a time machine, I'd buy the 76ers and hire Bitter Dingbats and Sam Hinkie. Absolutely. We need a statue for Sam Hinkie. The higher-ups are all devils, so absolutely. I like a chance at the Boston College running back. He's a punter. He's good, but I think he'll be gone before the Eagles would take him. D-Jax breaks records this season. Huge record. I hope so. How many Super Bowls will Mahomes win? I'm going to say Mahomes wins 3. USFL had stars. That was a good football team. Yeah, the Stars. That should be the name of the XFL team if they go to Philly. King, stay blessed. You too, buddy. Dude, this live streams are all day. Dude, this live streams are all day. I love it. I'm not all day. Philly, have you ever seen the movie Outbreak? Sandman is in route. Outbreak. It sounds familiar, Mav, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Don't forget to maintain a high hygiene as well. Just wash your hands, dude. I take a shower after taking a dump after anything. I'm the cleanest dude you'll ever meet. I'm a neat freak when it comes to like I don't my feet haven't touched the ground in 30 years. Would you draft DeAndre Swift out of Georgia? He's from Philly. In what round? Is he gonna be around in the fourth round? I don't think he is. I'm going. I'm telling you right now. I'm going wide receiver, corner, wide receiver. First three picks, or wide receiver, corner. First three picks, or safety. So I heard you live stream from your shower too. Yeah, definitely. Favorite Eagle wide receiver of all time, Mike Quick. Psycho. What were you doing your free time with no sports around besides baseball? Always got football. There's always something to talk with football. There's always something going on there. I would have basketball and hockey playoffs right now. I don't know. I mean, I think probably more streams like this too, while things are happening and not things aren't happening. It's a good time to just come on and talk about what the hell's going on. Yeah, the Olympics are going to get canceled. Free agency is on Wednesday. I think Tuesday isn't illegal tampering begin or something. Alex, what's up with you? With our luck, our draft picks will have the coronavirus, probably, yeah. Which we had all gray uniforms like the Detroit Lions, or you like the all gray, huh? I would like to see a mock-up of that. You're a sports freak too, yeah. Dustin Hoffman, Cuba Gooding Jr. in Outbreak. Oh, yeah, I remember that movie now. Yes, I remember. Okay. Our linebacker depends who's left on the linebacker. Well, they don't like value linebackers. The Eagles don't value them. You know? So I don't think we really need to draft a corner early. We have young guys with potential that just haven't developed yet. Sidney Douglas, man, Craven are all young. Yeah, I hear you. I get that. Why did you get rid of the disgusting crusty toes? I still got the picture. But Bad Dog, he gets mad at me when I put it out there. Boys for life, what's up? The Kelly Greens, we need those jerseys. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I want them back. It's worse to be a Cowboys fan than have the... Yeah, you inject me with the coronavirus, I'll get over that shit. I ain't worried about... Look, the one thing I am not worried about getting is the coronavirus. I know it's out there. If I was over 60, I'd be scared to death. I worry about it for my parents, but for me, I ain't worried about it. I just would like them to close the school so my kids are home. You know, I haven't really watched him, Arian. When do you think he goes? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I wouldn't mind linebacker late. Look, I wouldn't mind a linebacker early, but the Eagles don't value linebackers. They never take an early linebacker. Please be safe, you too. I love Anthony Harris. I think he could be one of the best safety pickups. I would consider him. I did a video on him a while back saying that I would go after him. But I kind of have a feeling. The Eagles are going to try to sign like Byron Jones and Clinton Dix. I got a feeling Clinton Dix is going to be an Eagle. I'm not scared of the coronavirus. I'm just concerned of how it affects society. Well, that's the problem, Tyler, and that's what I worry about too. You know. Are you going to stream some Phillies games? Yeah, I would like to stream some Phillies this year. Are you still going to do Phillies and Flyers videos? Yeah, I'll try. Well, I'm going to do at least one Flyers video soon because a lot of people have been asking me to do Flyer stuff. So I think I should do Flyer stuff and kind of explain my history of being a Flyer fan because I go way back to the Broad Street Babies. Right as Pele Lindbergh died, I remember that. So, do you think the government is overreacting? No, yes and no. I think in some ways they are doing the right thing. But in other ways it's all political and they're doing things because elections coming and they're fighting and they're politicizing it and I hate that part of it. But like banning travel from Europe is smart. Man, I've never seen you live. Lord Dingbat, shout me out, man. Matthew Swope, shout out to you. My man. How old is Haha? I think Haha's 28. Rank the 5 Philly sports teams by which you like the most. Eagles are one. Eagles are one far above everything else. Then I would say Sixers, Flyers, Phillies. And I would say Sixers, Flyers are fairly close. And a lot of times over the years, they switch places between that second and third. What guys do you think is the biggest need in free agency for free agency to grab? I definitely think a corner. Would you inject yourself with the coronavirus for 100K? Yes, I would. I'm willing to take that chance for 100K. It has to be tax free. Tax free 100K. I do it because I know I'm going to recover. So I'm essentially getting sick for 2 weeks. Hell yeah. Here you go. How long did the Phillies and Flyers get suspended for? I heard they are suspending spring training. They haven't said how long, but I'm guessing at least 30 days. Free agency's highest need is defensive end. Yeah, but I could buy that because of how they build their defense. JJ Flipper, who are you voting for? You would like to know. I'm not even going down that road. I ain't going down that road at this point because it's just too divisive, man. Too many people hate you over who you're going to vote for, and I don't understand it, but I prefer not to do it. But I don't think if you listen to me closely to a lot of things I say, I think it's pretty easy to figure. You know. Yeah, and Graham is getting up there in years. Look, I've said it before who I'm voting for. I've said it several videos, and every video I spent hours answering, fighting people. I just don't have the energy to do it. You know. One thing about me is I am not a Republican and I am not a Democrat. I am a libertarian. I'm an individualist. I believe in individuality. I believe you get your rights because you are you as a person, not for anything else. And I believe taxation is theft. I believe that all gun restrictions are infringements on us. I believe in the Fourth Amendment. I believe no search and seizures. I don't believe in the drug war. So it's like there's a lot of Democrat things I do agree with, a lot of Republican things I do agree with, and I'll just leave it at that. But I probably piss both sides off more so. What are some undercover ways to use a pick? What do you mean? What are some undercover ways? My school's got closed. Where's your school? Are you in Pennsylvania? I wish they had closed my kid's school. We have a solid youth depth at defensive end. Sweat looked like a stud. Avery is good. Yeah, I agree. I like to see Avery this year because he interests me because I think he could be a good player. Do I believe in the 14th birthright citizenship? Yes. They suspended spring training games as spring training games are going now in Major League Baseball. Yes. Do you know Byron allowed under 400 yards in coverage this season? Did you know Byron allowed under 400 yards in coverage? No, I didn't know that. That's pretty good. But the question is, when he comes, he has to play for what's his face? Pennsylvania, there are 10 schools closed. Don't forget Sharif Miller. Yeah, I want to see more of him. Do you think there's a chance of us trading with Arizona to draft CeeDee Lamb? So you want to go up to 7? It would just cost you so much. I think you're better off around 11 or 12. You should do more of these often. This is great. Thank you, Aaron. I'm going to do more of these. Especially now with nothing going on except for NFL free agency. Lower Moreland Township. Okay, see, I hope they close my kids' schools, man. I just want to be done with it. I want Ruggs more. I want Ruggs. Ruggs is my number one target. Ruggs, I believe we should trade up. I believe he's the guy that you've got to get. You know, because I think you could get a decent wide receiver who's slower in the second round, too. Your wife allowed you to keep the beard. No, it's not been easy. I probably got boxes of razors and stuff that she keeps buying as hints. So let's hear your coronavirus conspiracies. Oh, man. That's like a 2-hour stream right there. Here's what I will say. I believe... Well, I said this a couple times. I'll say it again. When multiple groups benefit something, you have to look at it deeper. I'll leave it there. JJ Triller, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Y'all Philly fans donate some. Cry Eagles cry. Thank you, JJ Triller. JJ Triller disappeared like a mother humper after the Eagles Cowboys game. After the Eagles beat the Cowboys to go up division, that dude, JJ Triller, he disappeared. I didn't see him for like a month until we got knocked out of playoffs. And then he's back. Thank you, buddy. F China and the Wuhan. Yeah, I hear you. I'm glad the Sixers season was suspended because neither Simmons or Embiid are worth their salaries. Sixers frustrate me, but I think it's the best thing for the Sixers. I like Chase Claypool in the second round. Philly 500 plant tree. Philly 500 says cut down a tree. Cut it down. Cut it down. Cut it down. Who bites a head off a bat? Nobody bit a head off a bat. What do you mean plant a tree? I don't know what that means. All right, I'm gonna plant a tree, man. I'll take Shake Milton over Simmons. I love Isaiah Simmons, but he's not gonna be around. Nobody bit a bat's head off at a meat market. It didn't come out of a meat market. It came out of a Wuhan lab. That's where it came out of. Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. They are closing school gyms for 3 weeks. God, I wish they would do that with my kids. Never eat bats. What could pose? Yeah, I mean, didn't Ozzy Osbourne used to? Yeah, that's right. You used to bite bats' heads off. That's what they said. But yeah, I don't believe that's where it came from. Here's what I think. And I'm gonna do. I'll do a conspiracy video live stream, and I'll do it, and I won't keep it up, and I won't have it so people can go back and watch because it's just going to get demonetized and get me a strike. But I'll do a live stream and I'll just discuss conspiracies deep. And then after the live stream, I'll delete it. I'll do one of those coming up if you guys want. The NFL is the only league that doesn't have to worry about the coronavirus other than the draft, which isn't hard. Yeah, all they have to do is tell people not to go to the draft, and they're good. That's why in my title I said NFL, the Eagles are the only game in town, free agent frenzy. Ozzy bit a rubber bat's head off, and then someone threw the unconscious one stage. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Yes. All right, I'll do it, offer. But we got to get into some crazy stuff. The open market bullshit in China is bullshit. They have no regulations over there. It wasn't the market. There's a Wuhan lab, and they have and contain all these viruses. Whether it was on purpose or accident, it got out, and that's how it got out. The problem is they're communists, so everything is centralized. So a doctor can't go out and say something got out, it leaked. Can't go run and do that to the public. He has to go to the up the chain of command, which is centralized. So it could take 30 days before they do something about it. So it could already broken out. The world is a mess. I know it's real. Yeah, I hear you, Nitro. I know you do. China needs to stop eating everything with heartbeat. Wu-Tang Lab. That's what you. Yeah, the Wu-Tang Lab ain't nothing no fuck. Yes. Dude, Eric R., that's the greatest thing ever. That needs to be a shirt. Let's make a shirt. I'm going to make a shirt, Eric R., of that. Let's make a shirt and sell it. And I'll split the profits 50-50 with you. Do I think the president got the virus? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I live in North Carolina. Schools was closed, so is Friday because the E. coli water system. And you got E. coli in your water system? That's not good. Alex, do I believe the Chinese government release? I don't know. I think it's possible. I think I'm 50-50 on that, Alex. I think either it was on purpose or it was an accident. But it's interesting that it was released as they were signing new trade deals, and they basically lost a trade war. That's what you have to wonder. What are they going to do about the NFL draft? I think they'll have it. Ozzy was nuts. You saw him live? Oh man, I never saw him live. Melvin Gordon or Howard for the Eagles, third back if the price is right. I want Howard. I don't think Melvin Gordon should be signed. He's too much money. Just smoke a little, it'll make you immune. There you go. What do you think about? I like Antonio Gibson. I need to go watch film on him. More of it. When do you think Corona ends? Probably April, May. You got it 500. That's like 2 shirts we're supposed to do. Damn, we got, what's the other one again? I have to go back and look. I'll get those up and running, dude. I'm serious. God, let it escape on the Chinese as a judgment against the American Chinese way. Well, that's the one thing is they would not mind releasing on their own. Hey, I'm an Eagles fan. What's your reaction to the coronavirus? It's scary. Hey, Patrick. It is scary. It is concerning. You got to take precautions. All those kind of things. I think the public panic makes it worse. At the end of the day, if you're under 60, I think you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And to me, that's the most important thing, not dying from it. I can deal with being sick. But, it's something. I heard in the news maybe the president will go into isolation. Well, you know, we'll see. I don't think Trump is going to isolation. Ed Bassett needs to make a new hacker prank. I don't even know who that is. Will it affect free agent? I don't think it's going to affect free agency because you know who you basically want to go after. You can do it through the phone, so I don't think so. They canceled the NFL annual meetings in Florida. What are your thoughts? That's not surprising. You don't want to have people gathering, but I don't think it'll affect free agency. I don't think it'll affect the draft process in the draft. I mean, they won't go to pro days, but they can watch tape of it. But I don't think you'll have people like an audience at the pro day at the draft. Do you know that doing the metronomical duties improves your immune system, decreasing likelihood can? I need to tell my wife that, Alex. Chick-fil-A has trash cans that slid up on its own now. Really? Interesting. Did Mark Holmes start the chrono? Very well, Joe Boo. Doing things with Joe Boo could affect it. Could be the reason. Major League Baseball day canceled. Crazy. It was irresponsible for the Sixers to play that game yesterday, Philly. Yeah, fair enough. Well, listen, Matt, if that's the case, then is it irresponsible that my kids are still in school? Because I think it is. Like, why are we waiting until somebody in the district gets sick before you close the school down? Just close it down. Just close it down now. They canceled the NFL meetings. What are your thoughts? The NFL meetings, what are they going to talk about? The trade, the rule proposal stuff. Not a big deal. For us fans, I don't think it's really a big deal. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you go. Thank you everybody for being here. This was a blast. I hadn't done this in a while. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have another video out today or not. Depends if there's any free agency news, because as far as I'm concerned, NBA suspended, NHL suspended, and the only game in town's the NFL and free agency. So if I don't see you guys later today, then I'll probably definitely have something out tomorrow, and I'm going to do more of these, especially as there's no sports to watch. I'm going to keep pumping out this volume. So with that said, thank you for everybody joining me. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for all the super chats, and thank you for liking, and please subscribe if you haven't. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.